chanted, sing, we enchanted, chanted, sing. All things invite us now to delight us, else there be packing.
No mirth be lacking, else there be packing.
No mirth be lacking, let's spare no treasure to live in pleasure.
All things invite us
Now to delight us.
All things invite us, invite us.
Sing we and
We
silent dream.
Awake, 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 awake.
this is a really large audience. How exciting. Hi, my name is Dr. Stillman, and this is actually my first year getting to work at Canon Music Camp, and I couldn't think of a better way to start off my time here than working with these amazing treble voices and the tenor bass choir that you're going to hear next and the concert choir. And I did not do it alone. I'd like to introduce my colleague, Dr. Nicole Songbert, who worked with me with the treble choir and the tenor bass choir. And the opportunity for these students, who many of them come from different music and all of that, to get to work with a voice teacher along with a conductor has been something really unique to these two ensembles.
It really has been amazing to get to know all of these young people up here. Their voices matter. And they've learned how to use their voices. They learned how to use their bodies, all of their bodies, to find their voices. And these young people right here behind you, they did that with courage and with strength, and it was absolutely amazing. So I would like for you to give them a huge round of applause.
The next piece that they'll be performing is called The Poet Sings, which is written by Z. Randall Stroop. And then the following piece is one that I wanted to make sure I gave you a little preface about. It's called Letter from a Girl to the World. We did spend a lot of time talking about how important each individual voice is and what it means when your voice is silenced. And many times we don't have the opportunity to truly say what's on our hearts. And the piece was written with the composer working with a choir, and all of the text for the piece was written by those members of the ensemble. And as part of the legacy of that piece, every choir that sings it, the composer asks that they provide some of their own letters to the world to share. So you will see many members of this ensemble coming forward and sharing their thoughts with you. So I hope that you enjoy these next two pieces by the treble choir for Canon 2019.
She's somewhere in the sunlight strong. Her tears are in the falling rain. She calls me
afraid when my thighs stick to the chair.
I want a long life that isn't cut short because of climate change.
I hope high school doesn't kick my butt.
I wish people would stop taking this beautiful art for granted.
I want to be a teacher to inspire the next generation, just like my mom.
I hope to be good enough to make everyone, especially myself, proud.
I want to be able to live my own life and not somebody else's version of it.
I want to teach my children strength, like the woman my life did.
And all different beautiful things.
The way you speak to yourself matters the most.
I hope that by the time I become a teacher, gun violence no longer exists in schools.
I want my mom to stay my best friend through thick and thin, no matter what happens in life.
I wish the world would love and accept each other's differences instead of hate and discriminate them.
I want my mom to be proud of the person I will become. I wish depression doesn't ruin my life.
I wish I never felt like I had to starve myself to be pretty enough.
I wish that children in today's society weren't afraid of being different.
When I look into the audience and see my mother staring back at me with a smile on her face, knowing she flew here all the way from Seattle to see me sing tonight, I know that with her love behind me, I am unstoppable.
I wish for the world to put their differences aside and learn to be kind and accepting of each and every one of us.
Think of me, forget me not, remember me wherever you go. Think of me, forget me not, remember me wherever you go. Think of me, forget me not, remember me wherever you go. Think of me, forget me not, remember me wherever you go. I am yours, you are mine, remember me wherever you go. I am yours, you are mine, remember me wherever you go. I am yours, you are mine, remember me wherever you go. Think of me, forget me not, remember me wherever you go. Think of me, forget me not, remember me wherever you go. Think of me, forget me not, remember me wherever you go.
The group in front of you is we call it the tuba choir, for tenor, baritone, bass. So this group has not existed for several years at Canon. This is one of the first times in a long time we've had this group. And they have been full of energy, like high school boys are, right? They're full of energy, they have come. And what is most amazing is many of them have never sung in a choir before. But I am extremely honored and proud to have worked with this group. And I can't wait for you to share all that we've learned about our bodies and our voice and a little bit of our sass. Have fun.
company. Should time or occasion compel us to part, viva la company. These days shall forever enlighten the heart. Viva la, viva la, viva la, viva la, viva la, viva la, viva l'amor. Viva la, viva la, viva l'amor. Viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva la company. Viva la, viva la, viva l'amor. Viva la, viva la, viva l'amor. Viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva la company. Viva la company.
I want to give a special plug to two guys that have been singing with us through the course of the last 3 weeks. Alex Sipes and Jacob, why did I forget your last name all of a sudden? Have you ever had that moment where you're in front of a crowd and you can't remember somebody's name? That just happened to me. Anyway, you guys raise your hands, please. Those guys are members of the App Glee Club here at App State, and they volunteered their time to come and be mentors for these young singers. And we're singing that piece on our fall concert. And so if you're a parent of one of these guys up here, there's an open invitation for you to come back on November 1st and sing with the App Glee Club. And I would welcome them to come do that. I know that that might not be possible, but please know that we would love to have them join us on stage to sing that song. This song is just fun, and it features a bunch of people, and hold on, I gotta get my notes.
You're amazing.
So, I wanted to make sure I said everybody's names, and believe me, names are hard for me, so I worked really hard on this. This is Dr. Maggie Sparks, and she's going to be playing an awesome Irish whistle. I said it right, yes. And we've got Justin Miller over here on guitar, and he's going to be adding to that. And Montgomery Graham Bell, raise your hand. Chris Smith, Jimmy Maley, Luke McCormick, and Connor, I'm going to kill your last name, Hashim, is that right? Yep. Close enough, yes. These are our featured soloists for Finn and Hattie.
Tom was a red-haired Finland lad who worked out of the harbor. That night when he lay down in his bed, he dreamt of kippers and beer.
At dawn when the mist lay on the ground, now Tom would go out fishing. He'd lay his catch out in the sun for all the lads to see.
Finland Hattie was a favorite dish, made of milk and made of fish, codfish taken from the briny sea. And we'll all eat Finland Hattie. Now Tom had his mind on many things, but first of these was Maddie. She came to the village wearing green, attracting all the ladies. So Tom went and bought a brand new coat in hopes of attracting Maddie. But when she saw him, she replied,
Your boys are Finland Hattie.
Finland Hattie was a favorite dish, made of milk and made of fish, codfish taken from the briny sea. And we'll all eat Finland Hattie. Even the nets up high, low, feeling the north wind blow, feeling the stink of sea spray, high and low. Even the nets up deep, oh, codfish again to show, loaded the catch and ride, it's home we go, we go. Tom was convinced of one sure thing, he had to marry Maddie. He proposed on one knee, but she replied,
You smell like Finland Hattie.
Finland Hattie was a favorite dish, made of milk and made of fish, codfish taken from the briny sea. And we'll all eat Finland Hattie.